All right. Now I've been off for couple weeks, probably a couple months now, but I want to welcome you guys back. So many things have happened since my last one. Welcome you back to the Jack Attack Show, episode 5. Today on the show, we are going to talk about the very strange, very weird season of the Indianapolis Colts. What are they doing? Are they tanking? Are they still trying to win? And we are also going to talk about my Los Angeles Lakers. Are they turning the corner? And what are some of the keys that has helped them do what they have done? And then I'll talk a little baseball for the last couple moments of the video. I'm going to make this not going to make this super long, but make this super concise of what I am saying, because I don't want to have a hour thing and people are listening to like 15 minutes of it. So try to make it short and sweet with the stuff I am getting across. So let's start with the Colts. Very strange. They beat Denver. They beat the Chiefs. Tied with the Texans. And they... Matt Ryan was 4th in passing yards. They said that's not good enough. Now, he had a lot of fumbles and a lot of issues, so they benched him. Sam Zinn, let's just backtrack a little bit. They got rid of the kicker. Whether it was warranted, who knows? He already has a job for the Cardinals, doing pretty well. He had 2 kicks out of bounds, missed a 43-yarder, tied with the Texans, and out the door. Benched Matt Ryan, fired Marcus Brady, the OC, traded Nyheim Hines. What's going on here? what's happening? From all I'm hearing, there was reported that the players in the locker room did not like the Matt Ryan benching. They didn't like Hines getting dealt. I don't blame him. Hines was a great person in the locker room. Great character. I mean, Chris Ballard talks about that like it's, the gospel. And last time I checked, I thought winning games was the most important thing. But I guess I'm wrong. This is obviously turning out to be a scapegoat for Frank Wright. He does not call Marcus Brady never called the plays, and he was being fired. It made no sense to me. He said in his press conference, I will now, there won't be an interim OC. I will be the OC. Well, weren't you calling the plays to begin with? So why is Marcus getting fired? It's 16 points per game. They scored 16 points. I think it was like 16.1 or 16.7. They scored 16 on Sunday. So they just went lower in their points per game. So by a couple of tenths of points or whatever. But so he says every week, the blame's on me, the blame's on me. Well, then why are we frying Marcus Brady? You're just scapegoating galore. He said one scapegoat, but I mean, come on. The Matt Ryan stuff, like I said, the Hines, I'm not going to try to talk over the stuff I've already talked about. So they have that. For all intents and purposes, Sam did play well against Washington. We'll see what the rest of the year looks like with Sam. We'll see how it turns out for him. He plays New England this week, and it's going to be difficult. New quarterbacks, rookie or new starting quarterbacks have not fared well with Belichick, and as I've said that, Justin Fields went off against Belichick, so I don't think that's going to happen again, but who knows? I just cannot see that happening. Belichick getting duped by a young quarterback twice in the same year. And last thing on the whole Colts thing, we'll see what we make of it. We still have at Patriots, at Raiders, who've been a disappointment. They're home games. Didn't have my schedule, kind of a disappointment on my part. They have the Chargers and they have other games as well. It's going to be interesting. It's going to be real interesting to see what they do in these couple weeks, and hopefully they turn the corner. If not, just big moves will have to be made. Obviously, moves are have already been made, but at the head coaching front, GM front, 6 years, no division title. I mean, yeah. Talk about all these great coaches you have. How about the one you just think if Nick Sirianni was the head coach of the Colts. Now, granted, do the Colts have A.J. Brown, Jalen Hurts, and Devontae Smith and a good O-line at the moment? No. But he put Hines in good situations. Pascal was having career years with Sirianni. Ironically, Pascal's not really doing much this year with the Eagles, but here nor there. Sirianni was very good and really opened up the offense. Since Sirianni has left, it's a rut. So that is kind of an issue there. Wow, look what Sirianni's doing, 7-0, and just probably going to destroy the Texans in a couple moments. So that's discouraging seeing that. And then even Eberflus has had moments with the Bears too. I didn't think he was the great defensive coordinator. Had some moments, but definitely not as many turnovers as last year because he put us in situations to turn the ball over. And like 4 turnovers this year, 3, barely any. We probably had that after week 4. So big difference there from last year to this year. So that's my take on the Colts. I don't really have that much to say. It's just an average team at the moment. And if they can turn things around, great. If not, they're going to be drafting somewhere around the, early top 10s, 12s, 14s. That's mid. Next, let's go into the Lakers. Nice win last night. Real nice win, beating the Pelicans 120-117. And they're starting to turn the corner. They're on a 2-game winning streak. And, I don't want to overreact and think like, this is the best team in the West, because they're still 2-5, So let's, settle. They play the Jazz, Cavs, and Jazz next. But, it's nice when you see things. A couple takeaways I have. Lonnie Walker. This might be a Malik Monk situation all over again. 1-year deal, trying to prove himself to get that bigger deal next year. And I really would not like to see him go somewhere else because he's really playing well. He's really done good for us and has really helped us. This really stood out to me with the 2-game winning streak. Now, granted, it's only 2. So LeBron hasn't played his greatest, and they're still winning. So when LeBron really kicks in the gears is with everything else that I'm going to line up, it's like, ooh, this is nice. The defense is playing very well, and like I talked to my good buddy Bryant today, Darvin Ham came from that defensive mold with the Detroit Pistons. He was in that roster. Larry Brown, hard-nosed team, and you're seeing it in this team. They're one of the best defensive teams, and his introductory press conference when he became the Lakers head coach, he said defense about every sentence when he came in. He was very mindset on defense and switching and being at the right position and knowing your assignment. So that's been huge so far this year. And then another thing is Russ. He has taken the bench role like a champ. He hasn't pouted. He hasn't moaned. And he's been playing well. He's been playing really well. And I'm very, very surprised by it. Seeing sulking and not, dapping up teammates and just in his little corner. He's not doing any of that. And that's really, really, really nice. And if anyone's interested, if anyone's a bettor, he has the 3rd best odds to win the 6th Man of the Year at plus $1,200. $100 would win you $1,200. You might want to get on that because he's looking really good right now. The only people who are ahead of him to win sixth man are Jordan Poole and Christian Wood. If you're a betting man, I would highly recommend putting some on that Russell Westbrook bet. I'm not saying put 100 on it, not even saying 50, but I would say put some on that because I think he definitely can win that award. Look, I'm impressed. After this Jazz game coming up, the Cavs are going to be a test. They're one of the best teams in the league, not only in the East, like I said, in the league. Donovan Mitchell, Jared Allen, Darius Garland, they just brought back. So they're going to have to be on their game defensively. Obviously, offensively, LeBron's going to be at his best. And last thing I didn't mention on the 4 bullet points, AD's playing fantastic basketball. He's playing AD of old. So if they just keep it on this pace and keep on keeping on, they could be formidable. So I want to pump the brakes a little bit. I like what I've seen these 2 games, 2 sample shot, but it's like dieting. You can have the carrot juice for a couple days, but let's say one player gets tired of it and starts, putting up all these shots, and then ditching the carrot juice, and then you're back to 5 guys. The short trend is nice, but you have to keep on. You have to stay at it and stay at it and stay at it. So, for right now, it's nice. But I would like to continue to see more and stay on that and keep on losing the weight. We still have ways to go. We're not a West contender by any means yet. We still have ways to go. We're not better than the Mavericks right now. I mean, if the Mavericks played us on Christmas Day right now, the Mavericks are still favored. But I would still be definitely nervous of Luka. I would definitely nervous of Luka anytime. But you give us more time, I think we will be ready. Give us about another week and a half, we will be ready for that game. Make no bones about it. Now, last thing to talk about, we're just at the 12:30 mark. I want to make this a little bit under 15 if I can. A quick little video. World Series has been nice. Game 5 is coming up tonight, I believe. They're going 3 in a row and then back to Houston. Philly's got to have this game because I don't really think they're going to win in Houston down 3-2. They just combined no-hit. The Phillies, first time a no-hitter in the World Series since 1956. Pretty impressive. Now, albeit it was a combined no-hitter. No-hitter's a no-hitter, and that's pretty impressive. So, shout out to the Astros for doing that. I really had no dog in the fight. I'm a Cubs fan, so I'd like to see the NL win. But if the Astros get it done, then shout out to you. The bats really had to wake up for the Phillies. I know that goes without saying. They got Noah Syndergaard on the mound, former NL East rival from the Mets. So if they can get that going, great. Your Harpers, your postseason hero Schwarber, they have to really get going. And like I said, because I really can't see them. If there's this 3-2 Houston and the Crawford boxes and that place gets rocking with the towels, I don't know. I'm not going to say impossible, but damn near. So we'll see what happens with that. That should be a good series. Thursday Night Football should be good for about a quarter and a half. And then I got the Eagles tonight. So best time of the year. Got Tennessee. I'll briefly talk about, got Tennessee 1 versus 3 on Saturday. That should be a fun one. So you just got sports galore. It's fall. Gotta love it. Hope you enjoyed this quick little Jack Attack show. I know I did. Really love giving you guys this kind of content. I got to do this more frequently. And just, life gets in the way. But, yeah, episode 6 should be exciting just as episode 5 was. So, be well and take care.